Okay, so we are recording. So this is the Zoom for going Ruby. So 3 topics that we are really going to touch on. Number 1, sharing the business to get distributors and tips. And number 2, sharing products to get loyal customers, challenging new distributors to get up to 400 BV. And then the third one's going to be charting. Now I feel like as we're talking, we're going to be talking about charting along with everything that we're talking about, because that is how to go Ruby. You have to fill out the chart in order to go Ruby. So if you are on this Zoom right now, you should have this printed out. Now, I'm going to be super anal and tell you this should not just be on your phone, and this should definitely not be handwritten. You should 100% print this out, okay? I got this done at Staples, okay, and I had them laminate it, okay? So get this printed out and write on it. And again, if I'm your leader, you're going to be like, yeah, she is kind of anal about it. Don't use pen. Always use pencil.
Always use
pencil. Things are
pencil.
always going to be changing. And that's the thing, you guys, that I really want to preface this whole thing with everyone's chart is so different. So if you have specific questions about like, well, this girl, she's my executive. Like if you have specific questions like that, you really got to go to your sponsor or your upline or your diamond upline or whoever. I will tell you though, if I am like 10 levels above you, you can come to me and ask me questions, but what I'm going to do is I don't know your team the way that your leader does, okay, your diamond leader. So what I would say is I really want you to talk to your diamond leader. I don't mind being in a group chat and like chiming in here and there, but they know your team a lot better than I do. And if you're asking questions about placements and stuff like that, like I don't know who's working. I don't know the type of people that are on your team unless it's somebody that I know well. So just kind of keep those things in mind as we're kind of going through this. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and get started and kick off. If you are pushing for Ruby, I don't care if you've been in this business 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, over a year, or you've been in a month. Like, I don't care. Everyone's doing the same thing. You're on this Zoom because everyone's trying to go Ruby. It doesn't matter how long you've been in this business. If you're going Ruby, look how many people you need on your team. You need 5 people on your team, okay? So that's what you want to do first. You can't be filling these boxes with volume. And when I say filling these boxes with volume, I mean with customers and 400, BV type of thing. As you can see on this chart, everyone needs 400 BV. So that's why I usually say, get those 4 customers. Because once you get those 4 customers, you're going to be pretty close to that 400. Now, if everyone orders 5 figures, you probably won't be, but but just think about, if you have 4 people that order the system, done. That's a qualified leg right there. So my biggest tip with going and getting those distributors is get the distributors first. So if you are not boxed for Ruby, and when I say boxed for Ruby, I mean all those boxes are filled, meaning you have 5 people on your team, okay? If your boxes are not filled, now, that being said, sidebar, people are not boxes, so okay, I'm just being very blunt and real, so I don't want it to sound like inconsiderate or whatever. So if you do not have those boxes filled, you need to go get those boxes filled. What are you going to do to get those filled? Now, here's the thing, you guys. I've been in this business 4 years. If you don't know me, mind you, I'm Danielle Janiszewski, for anyone that doesn't know me, Triple Diamond. I have heard so many excuses these past couple weeks with all these new people that are getting started. Some people are really struggling. It's like, well, what are you doing? And for me, I'm really blunt. I'm going to say, are you posting on Facebook every day? I'm going to tell you right now, these people that are coming to me complaining, they're not posting on Facebook every day. So if you expect to go Ruby, your butt better be posting every single day. Now, here's the thing. If you don't have anybody in this chart, if you have nobody on your team right now, but you're like, I'm going freaking Ruby, watch me. Don't post about the products tomorrow. Okay, you need distributors. You need your distributors first. So start posting about the business. What can you post about the business? Think about it. Something that, I do a lot of is, this is my office. Okay. Now, I went and took him to the yogurt shop, and I ended up selling hair, skin, nails that was in my car to a lady there. That's me working my business while I'm out living my life. Like, who wouldn't want that? You know what I mean? I'm literally, the lady paid for our ice cream and then paid for my nanny later. Like, you know what I mean? Like, think about stuff like that. Put that out there on Facebook. You know what I mean? Take your kid to the park and then post a picture with a Blitz card in front of it and say, this is my office. So that being said, share your adventure, share your office, share what this business is doing for you. Guys, I don't care if this business didn't just buy you a house. It doesn't have to. Did it pay for your milk and your bread and your eggs? Yeah, it did. Share that, because there's people out there that they want to hear that. And they're like, oh my God, I had all I could do to pay for my milk, gas, and eggs, or whatever, you know, whatever you pay for. You know, when you're at the gas pump, take a picture of your Blitz card and be like, this, you know, I'm working really hard to sell these wraps so that I can pay for my gas, or whatever it may be. And for me, it was, when I first started, it was motivating to me to post on Facebook and actually get out there and share my adventure. So I wanted to sell a dang wrap and make $25 just so I could post about what I'm going to spend that $25 on. So I worked my business so hard so that I could turn around and be like, this is what I did. I was able to share that with people. So when you're out there talking to people about the business, you guys, you actually have to talk to people about the business. You can't just hope that you post on Facebook and then people are going to come to you. This push group that I'm doing with other Triple Diamond leaders, the number one thing, so we talked about how everybody is running or building their business. How did you build a Triple Diamond? Well, here's the thing that's hard for me is I built 95% of my business through social media. So it's really hard for me to tell my teams to get out there and get out from behind your computers. But here's the thing. If I'm being completely honest, I'm really, really, really good at working social media. That's why it works for me. But I've got people on my team that have 200 friends and they're like, why isn't it working? Hi, I have over 3,000. You've got to figure it out. You've got to work it. You got to build your network, yada, 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 yada. There's a lot that goes into it. And there's very few people that can just work their business on social media. So when you're first getting started, you got to plant seeds. You got to get out there. You got to have a party at your house. If you're new, if you just signed up with this amazing promotion and you haven't even had a launch party or a gathering at your house or a spa party, if you haven't done something, I challenge you to get that set up within these next couple of weeks, because that's a really big thing. You can hide behind a computer all day and just be like, and type stuff out. But when you're actually out there and you're having conversations with people and you're put on the spot, that's where it's at right there. And then you start to get a little bit more comfortable and more confident. And that's when you start to grow. So if you want to sit behind that computer, you're not going to go very far unless you have a huge network and you understand how to really build that and build a business on social media. I sucked when I first started with social media. I had a good network, and that I think was what my benefit was to that. So Katie, what tips do you maybe have to finding distributors and sharing the business with people to get those first 5 distributors to go Ruby?
So I think one of the biggest things is when you are thinking about things to post and you're like, oh my God, like you said, I haven't bought a car or a house or.
Oh, hang on. Let me mute all and then, hold on. I don't know how I muted you. Okay.
I'm good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay.
Sorry.
So when you're thinking about things to post, and I've been working with this with my new people, is think about the things that attracted you to this business. It probably wasn't somebody posting about buying a house or buying a car. It was somebody posting a picture of them with their kid and being like, this is my office. Like, that's another big one for me too. So like last night I was chatting with one of my new girls on Facebook and one of her potentials. And that, to me, right there is a post that speaks to people. People who are looking for extra money are thinking about going out and getting a job that's going to take them away from their family more. And you're sitting there snuggled up next to your kid being like, this is how I make money and I'm helping other people, so I feel good about it. So don't discount the immaterial things that you're doing that will attract people to your business, and just always be in the mindset of thinking of what seem like small things to you that you can just throw out there, and constantly be doing that, because I guarantee 90% of the people, that's how they were drawn to this business, is because of those small things, and thinking, well, gosh, it would be nice if I could do that. It would be nice if I just had a little extra money for, to go out, or if I could pay with my groceries with Rap Cash. And definitely challenge yourself to get out there from behind the computer. My husband actually called me out yesterday and told me that I haven't done a party in a long time, and he was 100% right. And, I'm, pushing to grow my business, and he said straight up to me, like, then you need to get out there and start partying again, because when you were out doing parties, that's when your business grew.
Yep.
So, definitely that FaceTime is going to get you the people faster. Social media takes a while to build a relationship. When you're in front of people, you can make that connection instantly and get much faster results. So definitely push yourself to get out from behind your computer.
And people see your excitement and feel your excitement and that's why I say go live. If you're going to sit behind your dang computer, you better get out of your comfort zone and start going live more, because people need to feel your excitement and see that in you. And then that's when people are like, oh my God, guys, I've had people come to me and be like, you seem like so much fun. I want to join your team. That's like the best compliment ever. These are people I've never even met before. So it's like they just see that I'm fun on my live videos. That's pretty much what they're going off of. Mm-hmm. So think, would you join your team?
Yeah.
Think about that. Like, are you boring? Do you just advertise on Facebook? Like, what are you posting on Facebook? What are you doing to get out there and have a conversation with people? What are you doing? Would you join your team? And you kind of know the leader that you are. Now, I can 100% say I would join my team, because I know that I'm going to support my other self the best that I possibly can, because I share that on social media. I'm very active, and I tell people, you're going to have this support. I'm going to do this for you. Like, I do weekly Zooms. I put that out there for people. And you know what? People trust me. Okay. People trust me because I've built that trust. Guys, there's people on this team, I'm trying to think who's on this Zoom right now, that has joined me without meeting me. No one. Shoot. So I was going to say Rach, but sorry, you're stuck with me. Rach has known me for a while. So think about those types of things when you're talking to people. And, I feel like a lot of people say, like, nobody wants this. Nobody to really, like, I really have nothing to even say to that, because that's crap.
Yeah.
Go find people, make a 100 list. What are you doing to build your business? What are you doing to get out there and really share the business side with people? So you've really got to ask yourself, what are you doing? And I feel like once you're like, okay, no, I haven't done a party. No, I'm afraid to blitz. I haven't done it. Okay, well, there you go. Go do those 2 things and then come back and talk to me.
And I think the other thing too is messaging people. Don't just message them about the business. Like, care about them.
Yeah.
100%. And you can't fake care about somebody. Like, so you actually have to do it. Like, and that's what's going to get people to understand the kind of culture that they're becoming a part of. And that's attractive to people too. It isn't just about, the money. It's, for a lot of people, it's having a supportive environment where they can trust people.
And I'm glad you said that, Katie, because here's the thing, and I put this out there to my team and my personally sponsored a lot. I'm just going to call out like Rach and Ash. Those are 2 people that I talk to on a regular basis. And I would say, hands down, if they didn't feel comfortable talking to a potential distributor, or, oh my God, she has so many questions, I don't even know what to say. Hi, I'm right here. Like, I make myself available to everybody, especially my personally sponsored. So ask your enroller. If you just signed up, you guys, and you're like, okay, I want this Ruby thing, but I don't even know how to answer some of these questions. You're not in this alone. So ask somebody to help you. And something that I want to do too this month, I want to set up like Zooms like this where potentials can come on. So I can sit here and be like, okay, Ashley's on. Ashley brought in Katie. So I'm just going to answer everyone's questions. And Ashley's going to be here to help Katie, but I'm also going to be here. I've been in this business for 4 years. I can answer most of all questions, even the really, really tough ones. It's actually kind of fun to sit back and watch how I answer some of the really, really tough ones. So you would actually learn from that. You know what I mean? So I encourage you, if you are scared to have those conversations, you know, start a group chat with somebody. Ask your sponsor or your upline or something to, hey, I have this girl. She said she's available tomorrow night. She doesn't want to talk on Facebook. So can we do like a Zoom or something? Like, yeah, let's do it. So set them up, you know, have conversations with people and be like, hey, I really want to talk with you more about this. I would love to, you know, you would be amazing on my team. I would absolutely die to have you on my team. We would have so much fun together. Why not? Let's go Ruby together. Let's both make $500 a month. How awesome would that be? What would that do for you? So share that excitement with them and never, ever, ever, ever say, I'm pushing for a promotion. Will you join my team? It is never about you. Do not make it about you, because if it is, they will run out that door so fast you won't even know it hit you.
Agreed.
So anything else to add with the distributor side of things?
I thought I had something, but now I think no.
Well, if it comes back, you just let me know.
Okay, I'll let you know.
All right. So the next thing is, once you have those 5 distributors, okay, now it's all about getting them to 400. So it's all about getting them their 4 customers. Okay. So something that I do and something that I talk to my team a lot about, and Ashley, oh my God, I have to use you because we literally just had this conversation. Ashley is definitely somebody that leads from the front. She is a heck of a leader. She signed a customer, and she challenged a new distributor on her team that really has not even communicated much, hasn't signed a customer. And she challenged her, and she has like 3 ready to sign up. You guys, people need a little bit of a kick in the butt sometimes. And not everybody should, not everyone needs it, but there's some people that really do. So I wrote back to Ashley after she told me that, and I was like, this is why it's so important to lead from the front. You can't just sit back and be like, hey guys, go get your 400, like go get your 4 customers. You have to be active. If you want Ruby, you have to work for Ruby. I will tell you right now that there is nothing more that makes me mad than a leader sitting back and hoping for their team to carry them, or hoping for their team to do this, this, and that for them. That really bugs me. I can't stand that. And there are people out there like that. There's plenty of people out there like that, but don't be that person, because trust me when I say you will crash and burn. You really will. It's just a matter of time. So be a leader, go out there and work with those 5 distributors so hard. You guys, I feel like for me, I put myself out there and kind of show my team, try this, do that. And I put challenges out there. You don't have to pay somebody. You don't have to give a prize. Just challenge them. Be like, all right, listen, I challenge you to go talk to 10 people on Greenlight Messaging right now and ask them if they'd like to be a product model. That's a challenge. You don't have to be like, I'll give you a free wrap if you do it. No, you don't have to do any of that stuff. You're not a diamond yet. You're not a double diamond yet. You don't have to do challenges that, you know, are paying things out. Like I do prizes and stuff like that. You don't have to do stuff like that. But the reason I kind of brought up Ashley was, if she's signed a customer, she already has her 4 customers. She's already got her shopping spree, yada, yada, yada. Now she can challenge the distributors on her team, and pretty much the first one that gets the customer, bam, she gets that other customer. Okay. And then keep doing that. Keep going out there as a leader. Go get more customers. Challenge yourself. Go out there, work your butt off. If you want Ruby, you've got to help your team get you to Ruby. Don't sit back and hope that they're just going to get their own customers and yada, yada, yada. I highly suggest you helping them. Now, all leaders are different, but that is something that I swear by. If you want it this month and you want it fast, then you've got to lead from the front. So set a goal for yourself. At least aim high. Say 10 customers. Say you will get 10 customers this month. Guys, there was one month that I was like, okay, I just got some awesome cleanse results and I'm going to push the cleanse this month. I'm going to push it so hard. You guys, every customer I got that month was for the cleanse. And it was like, I want to even say like 12 to 15 or something crazy, because I just pushed the cleanse so much because I had personal results. I loved the cleanse. And guess what? Those two things, they go hand in hand, and you can get anybody else to love it just as much as you do. Mm-hmm. So being a product of the product is a very big thing. So, you know, letting people know. Okay, if distributors under you are not active, go replace them. You want to find people in this business that want this just as bad as you do. I need to turn the fan on because I'm like dying. So Katie, go ahead, take over, and then I'm going to go through the questions here in a little bit.
Okay. So one of the things that I do when I am pushing for promotion, and it's just kind of like it's more of a mental thing than anything, is I look at what I need for that promotion as my responsibility. So if, say there are 3 boxes that aren't at 400, it's not the people in those boxes' job to get to 400. It's my job because it's my promotion. Now, I'm obviously going to be working with them and helping them grow their business at the same time. So any customers that they sign is just a bonus. But I never look at it as, oh, Bobby Sue's got to get 400 so that I can promote. It's, okay, I've got to go out and sign 400 worth of customers so that I can promote.
Absolutely.
And it just really, I think that's just a good perspective to always come at it, because you never want the people on your team to feel like they are working for you.
Yeah.
You want them to know that you are there to support them and help them grow their business, which in turn is obviously going to help you, but they need to be your top priority.
Yeah. Now, having said that, what Katie said, if you look at the chart, this person right here is basically your number one person. That's your runner. That's your number one person right here. Okay. You want that person to run with you every single day. When I say you want to talk, guys, if you want Ruby and you want to get that, it's like a $200 thing, like gift at the end of the month, and go Ruby with it, which is $500 promotion or $500 commission. You're going to have to work it. You're going to have to work it hard, especially if you don't have many runners under you. You're going to have to work it hard. Okay. But this person here is going to be running with you. So you need to, if you don't have that person, you need to find that person. I would message people and I would say, hey, listen, I've basically got the number one spot on my team open. I want you to be that person because I want to work very closely with you and I want to help you go Ruby. Okay. So you should be talking to that person every day. That person wants to promote just as much as you want to promote. Okay. So they get their 4 customers and then they start getting more customers and challenging the 2 people that are under them. You are not doing it all by yourself, but like Katie said, you have to take on the responsibility that everything that's there, you are the one that has to do it. You just gotta, it's a mindset thing. I did that, man, when I went diamond. Katie and I went diamond together. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was my big thing. When I went diamond, I was like, I can't expect people to fill all that stuff. Yep. I have to do it myself.
Yep.
So helping them get their 4 customers. Now, something that I don't do is I don't say you have to be at 400. No, them being at 400 is for you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, do I say like being at 400 is what do I say? Is a goal that everybody wants to reach every month. That's a goal that everybody wants to reach. So I'll share that with them, but it's not like they're going to get a bonus once they're at 400 or, something like that. So we want to encourage them to get those 4 customers. That being said, if I'm being completely honest, say this person over here got their 4 customers and they want to know what step is next. I'm not going to say, go get more customers to get 400 because you know what? That's for my business. Okay. That's to help me go Ruby. Do you want to know what I tell them after they get their 4 customers and say they're only at 200 GV and they want to know what's the next step to get making more money in this business? I'm going to tell them, go get 2 distributors because you want to be executive. And you know what, guys? That's still helping you, okay? Because once those 2 distributors get on board and bring on customers, that's more volume, and that's going to get them to 400 overall, okay? So if I'm being completely honest, I will say don't ever tell people on your team to do something that's going to benefit you. Yep. You are in this business to help everybody and teach them and coach them and guide them how to be successful for themselves, not for you. And I'm saying that because I have experienced that in my past, and I will quickly write people off that do that to me. And I have. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Anything else specific with customers?
So one thing I want to add, because I just I posted this to my team a little bit ago, was the importance. I do stress the importance of being at 400 because I like adding people to the 400 Club page. I think that is a really good page that offers a lot of tips and it gives a lot of exposure to different leaders. So there is, for me, like I like to see people do that to get that. Plus, that's gonna get them a good check. Like.
Yep. Absolutely.
And so when you're enrolling distributors and you're bringing people onto your team, you want them at 400, not just because it's going to help you promote, but because you want them to see money as fast as possible once they get into this business. And the fastest way to do that is to get their personal volume
up. Okay. Sorry, I was reading someone's comment. Before I answer, I just want to add real quick. If you're going to be sharing these products with people and you expect for people to trust you and become your customer, you have got to have product knowledge. If you don't have product knowledge, go get it. There's trainings, there's all this stuff out there. Go in the team pages, type in product information, type in product knowledge. There's going to be plenty of stuff out there. You have to take the time to educate yourself about this. And here's the thing about sharing the business side of things. You also have to know, how to answer those questions about the business. Do you have to know them right now? You don't. But that's why I said, talk to your sponsor, have your sponsor help you, do 3-way conversations, whatever it may be. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I have somebody that I've taken time to like educate and help and do 3-way chats with, and then they keep coming back to me asking the same questions, no, I'm sorry. You have got to learn as you go, and then fly, little birdie, fly. Like, I'm still going to be here for you, obviously, but you've got to learn as you go. Okay. You've got to be able to educate yourself along the way. Lisa, that question, if somebody is already in the system, here's the thing. If somebody wants to sign up as a distributor, but they're already in the system, what you have to do is you have to wait 90 days. So if she was in the system maybe 2 months ago, say she signed up and then she quit, she has to be inactive. Her account has to be inactive for 90 days. If it has been, she has to call It Works and release her social security number, and then she can sign up with you. Okay. All right. I'm going to touch on charting, but I feel like we've done a pretty good job at like talking about it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. My number one thing that I will say with charting is you've got to figure out who your runner is. So I'm going to do a very basic overview of how I chart. Okay. Katie, chime in whenever.
Okay.
Guys, everyone's different and everyone has different people on their team. Brandy might have 3 people that sign up and they all start running and crazy and they all have their 4 customers and she's like, who's going to be my executive? Lisa might have 2 duds that she's like, I don't even know if they want to do anything with this business. Okay. So everyone has different, scenarios. And that's when, if you're talking about placements and what I'm supposed to do, you've got to talk to your sponsor because that's the person that knows your team and those people best. So first person you sign up, obviously, is going to go on your front line, okay? Second person you sign up, for me, I'm going to say it's going to go on your front line, okay? Everyone charts differently, but for me, I'm going to say it goes on your front line because let's be honest, you want to go executive. And in order to be an executive, you have 2 people on your front line, and then you help both of them get to 400, okay? Katie, will you do me a favor while I'm doing this too?
Yeah.
Do you remember that Newbie to Ruby page
that
we had?
Yeah.
I had a 7 steps to go Ruby.
Let me pull her up here.
Okay. Go in there. I just randomly thought of it. I would have had it pulled up. And then type in steps to Ruby, or even just scroll down. It's probably at the top because everyone kept tagging people in it. But okay. So anyways, you've got 2 people on your front line. Okay. Then let's say you sign a 3rd distributor. Now here's the thing. Take a step back for a little bit. You sign 2 people, but hey, say one of them signs a distributor. So one of them already has 1 person under them. Well, for me, that would kind of be like, I kind of think they're my runner. I'd have a conversation with them and say, hey, are you in this to win it? Because I'm going to the top. Are you going to the top with me? Like, I have a get real conversation. If that person's going to be my main person on my team, I'm going to get real with them, and I'm going to have a conversation with them about, are you a runner? Are you in this to win it? I'm ready to help you, but there's no quitting on the table. You've got to completely take it off the table. When you hit hurdles, you and I are going to talk about them. Are we in this to win it? Yada, yada, yada. But say she didn't sign one. So say you got 2 people on your front line, and then say you sign a 3rd. Okay. Now here's the thing. Is it going to go on your front line and you have 3 people on your front line, or is it going to go under one of those girls? For me, if you came to me and you had 2 people on your front line and they were both kind of like about the same, and then you signed a 3rd, what I would probably do is say, challenge both of those girls. See who can get a distributor first. Now, normally we only have 24 hours to move a distributor or customer, but right now we have 72, which is amazing. It's a really big deal. So what I would say is challenge both of those girls. Send group, don't do group chats, because I've learned the hard way those are not beneficial sometimes when challenging people. Send separate chats, private messages to both of them and say, hey, I want to challenge you. If you're ready to be a leader, you're ready to step up, make sure they're ready. You know what I mean? Have that conversation. Make sure they're ready to be that leader. Make sure they're ready to be in that position, because they might just want to sign customers. That's fine. But you don't want them to be in that executive spot if they just want to sign customers. You do not want to build somebody, help somebody get somewhere if they're not signing people. If they're not, you do not want to build that person yourself. Trust me there. So what I would do is I would challenge both of them. Who can get a distributor first? Sometimes I even say, if they're like new and they're like, seriously, that's going to be really hard, a distributor, then I would say 1 distributor or 2 customers. Okay, I'm wanting you to get to executive. So I'm going to help you and build you. Let's do this together, but you got to prove yourself. Okay, so Ashley will tell you. Sorry, Ash, I keep coming to you. You know, if I'm challenging you to something and you capitalize on it, heck yeah, I'm going to give you something. Heck yeah, like I want to. You've proven yourself to me. I love it when people prove themselves to me. That's like something that as a leader, like I absolutely love. If I challenge you and you capitalize on that, I'm like, high five, you are bomb.com. That's way to go. Like, that's awesome. And I know that those people are my runners. Those people are the ones that, like, I gave them a challenge and they basically dropped whatever it was and they went out there and did it because they knew the importance of what that meant, type of thing. So say this person over here, now you can obviously say this person here ended up signing 2 customers or a distributor, whatever. Well, I'm going to put that person in hello pencil. That's why I say pencil. You're going to put that person in the executive box. So erase. Okay. And normally when I do this, I use names, but I just feel like I just wanted to do an overview. Okay. So now you have 2 people on your front line, and then that girl signed a distributor, and then you're going to put your distributor down here. Now, for me, I'm not going to just, yes, you signed this girl, but I'm going to say you should start a group chat with this person here. So say Ashley's here and I just signed this girl here. I'm going to start a group chat with Ashley and this girl. Now, sometimes I don't do it for a couple of days. I want to make sure this person's actually, you know, doing something before I'm like kind of bombard her with like, hey, this person's on your team. Because I want everyone to kind of like work together and build that friendship and build that relationship. And then here's the thing, you're going to have those 2 spots filled, these 2 spots filled. Now it is your job to find one more distributor and place them on your front line, and then help them get to 400. All right.
I sent you that file.
Thank you so much. All right, so what I will do, guys, it's a 7 steps. Actually, if you send it, where'd you send it? Because then I could just do it on screen.
I sent it through your Facebook Messenger.
All right, hold. Katie, do you have anything to add with charting?
No, you covered it all with charting. I like to try to keep it as simple as possible.
I know, and you don't want to complicate it because it can be complicated enough as it is.
I remember when I first joined and Megan was talking to me about charting and I was like, oh my God. And now I like chart stuff in my head. Like,
yeah. All right, I'm just going to show you this real quick. So hang on. I'm going to do screen share. All right, do you see it?
Yep.
I don't know if this is in the way. I don't know if you can even see that. All right, so real basic. Number 1, you want to get your 4 customers. Number 2, you want to get 2 distributors. And then you're going to help them get their 4 customers, which is around 400 BV. So you're going to help them get to 400 BV. Then you get to executive, okay? Then you're going to go down here. Number 4, help one of them go executive. If you guys need to take a picture of this or screenshot it or something right now, do that. Help one of them go executive. So this person right here, you had 2 people. Help one of them go executive. Help both of those distributors get to 400, okay, right here. Help both of those get to 400. Now, you're not the only one helping them. This person is too. Then you have 1 more distributor on your front line, and you need to help them get to 400. Okay. It may look basic, and I understand that there's more that goes into it, but having the steps written out, I think is helpful. And if I would have had this when I first started, I would have had I'm a very like checklist type of person. So if I've got a checklist, watch out, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it in that order. So, all right. So I'm going back. Oh, if I can figure it out. Stop share. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go over any questions that you guys have. So feel free to add more questions. Can you send that to us? Yes, I will. Okay, done.
Hey, Danielle, when you were talking about product knowledge, another thing is the product coach.
Yes.
So feel free to use if you're new and you don't know about it, the My It Works product coach is awesome.
Yes, thanks for sharing that. Yep. I actually just shared that with somebody, I think today. I was like, all these questions are right in Product Coach. Check it out. Somebody asked me, what are some good online parties for getting loyal customers? Whoever is on my team has seen me, and I actually think I may have opened it up to Diamond Dreams too. I have done live product parties. So for me, I've interviewed people. Katie's been on there both times that I did it. I interview people. You know, if you guys are serious and you're like, you know what, I'm going Ruby this month, go post in Diamond Dynasty or Diamond Dreams and say, hey, I'm doing an online party. I'm going live. Who wants to do it with me? Because you know what? There's other people that want to go Ruby this month too. So find those people, and guess what? Look at the people that are online right now. So Ashley and Rachel, I would definitely pair you 2 up. You 2 are very much alike. I don't know if Ashley's even on anymore. Did she hop off? No, she's still on. Ashley and Rachel, I would definitely pair you 2 up. You guys are 2 people that obviously I know really well, and I would put you 2 together. Find an accountability partner and work together. And guys, have parties together. You know what I mean? Like, go live together. You guys saw how I went live. So even if it was just Ashley and Rachel that went live and they just talked about the top 5 products and then said, hey, we're looking for 2 people for each product. Get creative and don't do it by yourself. Have fun and do it with other people. Okay.
Here's another thing, and it might be scary, but it's honestly like if you're like, I'm going Ruby, I'm doing this, go live on your Facebook page and tell the world that you're doing this, because that is going to hold you accountable to it. I am more likely to reach a goal when everyone knows and is watching and waiting to see if I can do it. So get brave, go live, and tell the world that you're going to be a Ruby at the end of this month. And you're going to be making $500 a month with this business, and what that's going to do for you and your family.
Okay. I'm going to go up to the top. Okay, social media. How to use Buffer most effectively. Guys, I swear by Buffer, and here's how I swear by Buffer. I only use Buffer on days when I am super, super busy, or when it's family day, or when I have a date night. That's when I actually use Buffer, okay? Actually use it. What I really use Buffer for is a holding cell, okay? Can you see the number at the top? 77, 75, 71. Sorry, it was a little blurry. 71. That means I have 71 posts that are just sitting there, hanging out, waiting for me to go copy, paste it, and put it back over, okay? Some of them I haven't tweaked to my liking, but say I saw Katie post something one day and I'm like, oh my God, I love it. Copy, save it, put it in Buffer. That's how I use Buffer, okay? And then I tweak it and I change it, because I know the importance of copying and pasting. It's not going to go very far, okay? So I'm going to copy it, tweak it my own, add my own picture, maybe add my website, whatever. Make it my own. But using Buffer is very important and useful to somebody that is a teacher, or somebody that has a really busy schedule, or a job that they won't let you be on the phone, or whatever it is. So if you need to use Buffer for those times, then use it. Set your schedule. But for me, if you look back through all my Facebook stuff, you'll see that I post about it works, and then I post about life. Post about it works, and then I post about life. Now, my It Works posts are about business and products. My life posts are usually about my life, and sometimes I throw in It Works into it. Like Parker and I going to get frozen yogurt, and hey, I signed a hair, skin, nails person. Because here's the thing. I went to a new yogurt shop in my town. Everybody's been talking about it on the community page, and I'm friends with a lot of them. Maybe 5 of them liked it and or commented. That's 5 people that also saw something about hair, skin, nails. Okay? So think about that when you're posting a picture of your kid or whatever. Don't be afraid to throw in, but be personal, be you. Don't be advertisement, and don't be a salesperson. So set it up each night. Absolutely. Yeah. If you know tomorrow's going to be a crazy day, I will not go to bed unless my Buffer is set up, because I know the second I wake up, he's probably up, and then it's go time. And I don't have time to sit there and be like, no, I don't. And my brain's not working. So, all right, guys, Instagram, the next like 4 people have talked about Instagram. All I have to say with Instagram is, number 1, Instagram is not about building relationships with people. You can sign a lot of random people on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Number 2, watch videos. Go find Jade Hooper. Go find anybody on YouTube that has Instagram tips. I promise you're going to get a heck of a lot more out of those videos than you will from me, because I have built my business 95% on Facebook, and I try to do Instagram, and I really kind of suck at it. So I have signed less than 5 people from Instagram. So don't come to me for Instagram tips. But I will say, when you do Buffer, you can link your Instagram page to it, and it'll go on Instagram and Facebook. That is how I really use the Instagram. I actually used it as a picture editing program for a while. Okay, so yeah. So sorry I'm not more helpful there. Pick, tap, go. My God, I love it. All right, I'm going to tell you real quick. Write this down. Pick, tap, go. Okay, you're going to pick a picture. Okay, and then you're going to click on edit. And then you have a bazillion filters to look at. You're like, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. I always do at least 2. I sometimes do 3. That is it. I don't do more than that. The ones that I normally do, the 3 that I like literally do 8 out of 10 times, crispity, auto color, highlights. Not 8 out of 10 times, that's the one that I always do. Okay, but play with it. Guys, I was so intimidated by this, and I was like, can somebody do a Zoom on Pick Tap Go? I suck, blah, blah. And somebody sent me and said, what I usually do is crispity, auto color, and highlights. And I was like, that helps. That's so helpful. And she said, don't ever do more than 3 filters because then it looks fake. Done. That's all I needed to hear. Now I'm like, so easy using Pick Tap Go. So the more you use it, the easier it's going to become. I'm wondering how to edit pictures. Honestly, editing pictures, that's all I do is Pick Tap Go. Sometimes I'll do Instagram, but I really don't anymore. Okay, so overlay. Someone actually messaged me today. I had a picture of him in the bathtub, and I put up a loyal customer. Okay, how do I do that? I edit the picture of him in the bathtub in Pick Tap Go, and then I save the picture. I have to crop the picture of I just signed a loyal customer, and then I go to Word Swag. Now, try to stay with me here because it's really not that difficult, but I do something. So I put the picture of him up, and then Word Swag wants you to add words. Well, I don't want to add words. I don't want to be like, oh my God, I just signed it. No. So what I do is I put a period. I erase all they have. I put a period and I throw the period into the corner so nobody can see it. And then I press save. And then after save, I go all the way down to the bottom and it says add picture. Click add picture. Click on the loyal customer one. It pops up over Parker's face in the bathtub. Move it where you want it. Now, do you want it really bright or do you want it to fade? Do you want it to go in with your picture? Yes. So that's under color, transparency, and it's a little ball that you just move to the left, and then it makes it lighter or darker. It blends in with your picture. You can add words. Now, sometimes it'll be like, oh my God. Okay, but when I don't want to add words, I literally put a period and I swipe it to the corner so nobody sees the period. How to copy things from Facebook to Instagram. I use the Buffer app, honestly, there, or copy and paste it, I guess, but Instagram, it's very different from Facebook, guys. I talked to somebody, I was on a presidential Zoom. It was some girl that just promoted to presidential. You guys, she went presidential by doing like one thing all month. Obviously, she did a lot more. She was a party girl. She did tons of parties, but here's what she did. Every hour on Instagram, she posted one picture, the same picture every hour. And I'm like, how'd you get away with that? Like, I don't get it. She posted a picture of her holding up $300, and it said like one thing. It said, what would $300 do for you? Like, that was it. And then she like told us what she said to people, and every hour, and then she'd go delete the pictures. So 12 o'clock, she'd post the picture, she'd go delete the other one. 1 o'clock, she'd post it, and she'd go delete the other one. You can't pull that crap on Facebook. Sorry.
No, you can't.
So that's what's weird to me is like, oh my God, when she told me that, I was like, so you guys probably saw me take pictures of $300 with me. I like tried it. I'm like, I can't do this. It's so time consuming every hour. So she had to set alarms in her phone, and she had a full-time job. Like, it was just crazy. So I'm like, I can't do that. So, but it's all a matter of what you can do and what you want to do, kind of thing. Where is Product Coach? It's a website. So it's My It Works Product Coach.
Yeah.
Is that it? .com?
Yep.
How can you store that many? I pay for it. So Buffer, I can't remember how much I pay, maybe $60 a year. Like, it's honestly, for me, it's worth it. But normally you can only store 10. If you pay for it, you can, now think about it. This is a write-off. So I didn't even hesitate. I was like, if I can use it that much and it helps me that much. Now guys, you can use your notes section. So if you just started and you don't have a lot of money to put into your business, whatever, there's 10. All you need is 10 spots in Buffer. And I know that there's a way that if you cancel it, you can save it to like a draft or whatever. So figure that out if you can. But if not, just put it in your notes section. That's what I did before Buffer. I put it in my notes section. All right. Any questions? All right. Next question. Raise your hand if you are going Ruby in August? I need to see your hand. All right.
Woo-hoo.
All right, I want to know as soon as you go Ruby. So you better let me know. All right. Does anyone have any other questions? I'm going to stop.